Welcome my friends. In the previous video we saw that how to create a login page here, and we have used Material UI. See that this login page is looking very beautiful. Now in this video we are going to create register page. So the register page will be same like login page, just one more thing we will add. So that will be the confirm password. So these only three things we have to add. So now without wasting any time, let's get into it. So this is our coding section here, as we were working with login page here. So now we will move to the register component. So this register component will be same as our login component. So now let's move to register component. So see that here just this thing is there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this all from the login component, and then I'm going to paste it to the register component. And then this component name I'm going to change, and here will be the register, and same this component name I'm going to add it above. This one, and everything will be same. Now here we need one more state, and that will be confirm password. So here is confirm password, and here will be set confirm password. And when we will go here, and here we will be having register here, and then let's move forward. And first of all, here we are having the email. So email is there that we need, and then there is this password is there. So now we need confirm password also. So for that, first of all, I'm going to close this, and let's copy and paste this. So I have replicated this password here. So here I'm going to change the name to confirm password. So this will be confirm password, and then here instead of this password we are going to add confirm password, and here we are going to set confirm password. And now here this show password, for the show password also we have to create another state, and it will be set show confirm password, because for the password here, so see that for the password it is also the show password. So we don't want to make both dependent, so we have to make both independent here. So that's why here we have to create another state also. So here I'm going to write set show confirm password, and here will be show confirm password. So let's create the state for this, and I'm going to replicate this, and here will be show confirm password and set show confirm password. Just save this, and let's wait for the compilation. Yeah, it is compiling. Let's wait for a while. So our app is compiled successfully here. Now let's go to the browser, and in the browser let's go to the route, that is register route. So we have already created the register route. So if you don't know how to create the routes with React Router DOM version 6, then please watch my previous videos first. So in the second video for the front end, I have created this routes here. I have explained the routes. So let's go to the register page. So in the register route, it is opening. So see that here we are having register here, and then email, password, and let email it be like this, then password. So see that I'm doing like this, and I'm doing confirm password also. And when I'm pressing here, see that these are actually these both are independent here. See that this icon is only dependent, but other, whenever we click here, so these are independent. So password rendering is independent from password to text, but see that here, whenever we click here, so this will turn into text, but this will not turn into text. But these both icons are turning at same time. So we don't want this. So let's resolve this error now. So here, let's go here again and let's see our code, that where is the error or not. So we are using show password here, and also we are using show password here for the icons here. So now let's move forward and let's see that here in the show confirm password also we are using show password only. So here we have to use show confirm password. Save this. Now this will be different, and here label will be, we also have to change the label, so that will be confirm password. And we also have to change the ID because ID can't be same. So here will be confirm password, and here will also be confirm password, because we were having the ID same here. So see that here was the outlined adornment password, and here was also the same, but ID can't be same, so that's why we have to change this ID also. So now let's save this and let's wait for the compilation. Our app is compiled successfully here. Now let's move here again and I will refresh it again. Actually we don't have to refresh. Yeah, actually we have to refresh because we also have to change the state, because the states are now independent here. So let me refresh it again. So now see that here when I'm writing any email, and here any password, and here any password here, and when I will press here, see that only this will change. These both are now independent here, and here instead of login we have to add register here. So here will be register. Just save this. And see that when I will press here for the login, now this will do nothing here for the register. This will not do nothing because I haven't implemented any handle submit for this, and but validations are there because all fields are mandatory. Confirm password, password and email, all fields are mandatory here. Whenever click on login, so see that please fill out this field, and if I will not fill it correctly here, and it will give me this error rs@g.com. and other validations we have already implemented in the backend here for the email. So here anything like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now this will do nothing. So we have implemented this register page successfully here, and in the next video we will implement forgot password and reset password page, and that will be done here. And after that we have to create one more page, so that will be the send verification email page. So I think we actually don't need that, so we will not do that. So we will just check that whenever user will log in, and then we will check if the user is verified or not. So if user is verified, then we only move the user to the dashboard page. Otherwise we will not move user to the dashboard page. Then we will apply the validations for the route also, and after that we will connect our backend with front end. And first of all we will connect backend with front end with the help of proxy only. So because when we will deploy this, then only we can add we will create the register create the front end build, and then we will attach that build with the backend, and then we will deploy that backend to the Heroku or any other service. So I will try that also, like to bring the Azure Web Service, that is Microsoft Azure Web Service. So for today this is enough. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel and like this video. And if you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. I will definitely respond to that. And last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.